Have you ever found yourself waking up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed? Or maybe you've noticed that your body aches a little more, your mood feels off, or you're just not as sharp as you used to be. And the strange part? You're not doing anything wrong. At least, not that you're aware of. You got a routine, a rhythm to your days, and it's been working fine for years, or so it seemed. But here's the thing. Sometimes, it's not what we're doing wrong. It's what we're doing same. As we grow older, our bodies change. Our needs shift, and routines that once kept us energized and healthy might quietly start working against us. And the worst part? These changes often creep in so gradually that we don't even notice them, until one day we realize we're just not feeling like ourselves anymore. That's why this conversation is so important. Today, we're going to talk about 5 signs that your daily routine might actually be harming your health after 60. And no, we're not going to talk about overhauling your entire life or jumping into extreme changes. This isn't about scaring you or making you feel bad. It's about giving you awareness, a bit of insight, and a gentle nudge towards small adjustments that can make a big difference. So let's dive in. Let's talk about that first sign, the one so many people chalk up to just getting older, a lack of energy that doesn't go away, even with rest. You know that feeling when you wake up and it already feels like you've used up all your fuel for the day? Or when doing something simple, like walking to the mailbox or folding laundry, suddenly feels like a chore. That kind of fatigue isn't always about age. In fact, more often than not, it's a sign that your body isn't getting what it needs to recharge properly. Sometimes this comes from a routine that lacks movement. Many people unknowingly fall into the trap of long, inactive stretches, maybe reading the paper in the morning, watching TV in the afternoon, and then sitting again during dinner and evening time. It's comfortable, it feels safe, but the body was never meant to be still for so long. Gentle, regular movement, even just standing up every hour, walking around a room, or doing a few simple stretches, can make a huge difference. Movement improves circulation, lifts your mood, and gives your muscles and joints the attention they need to stay strong. You don't need a gym. You don't need to power walk 5 miles. You just need to move more often throughout the day. On the flip side, some people are doing too much. If you've packed your day with tasks, errands, and responsibilities, especially out of habit or guilt, because you feel like you should stay busy all the time, your energy may be draining faster than your body can recover. Remember, rest isn't laziness. It's fuel. It's repair. It's the body's way of saying thank you. Now, let's move on to something a little sneakier. The second sign your routine might be hurting your health. You're sleeping but not sleeping well. So many people over 60 report trouble with sleep, either falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up feeling groggy and unrest. And here's the tricky part. Sleep routines are often built around convenience rather than true rest. Maybe you've gotten into the habit of watching TV right before bed, or snacking late at night, or keeping irregular sleep hours, because you finally don't have to get up early for work. And while that freedom can feel great, your body still craves rhythm. The body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, relies on predictability. Going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time each day helps regulate hormones, digestion, and mental clarity. But beyond the schedule itself, what you do before bed matters just as much. Bright screens, heavy meals, or even too much water late in the evening can all disturb your ability to get deep, restorative sleep. Try this. Set a gentle bedtime routine. Turn off screens about an hour before sleep. Make a cup of herbal tea. Read a physical book. Dim the lights. Let your body ease into sleep rather than crash into it. And if you're waking up during the night, it might not just be aging. It might be that your routine isn't giving your nervous system a chance to truly unwind. And let's talk about the third sign. This one often goes unnoticed. You're eating the same meals you always have, but they're not working the same way. You may not feel full after a meal, or you may feel too full. Or maybe your digestion feels slower, or your clothes aren't fitting quite the same, even though your weight hasn't changed much. This can be a signal that your body's nutritional needs have shifted. What worked in your 40s or 50s might not be the best fit now. And the tricky part? Many people keep eating the same foods out of comfort or habit. not realizing that things like highly processed snacks, sugary cereals, or heavy dinners can quietly sap your energy, mess with your sleep, and even affect your mood. Try tuning into how you feel after each meal. Do you feel energized or sluggish? Comfortable or bloated? And don't be afraid to experiment. Maybe switch out that white bread toast for whole grains, or trade the afternoon cookies for some fresh fruit and nuts. Your body is talking to you, and the more you listen, the more it will tell you what it needs. Now that we've touched on energy, sleep, and diet, let's keep the conversation going. Because there's more to uncover, and even more ways your routine could be holding you back without you even realizing it. Because there's more to uncover, and even more ways your routine could be holding you back without you even realizing it. Let's talk about something many people shrug off, but can have a powerful impact on your overall health: your social routine. Or more specifically, the lack of one. If you found yourself spending more and more time alone, not necessarily by choice, but just because life seems to be quieter than it used to be, you're not alone. After 60, many people experience a gradual shrinking of their social circles. Friends move, health issues make outings harder, or routines become so focused on daily tasks that real connection slowly slips away. But here's what we often forget. Staying socially connected isn't just about company. It's a key part of staying mentally and physically healthy. A lack of regular interaction can lead to feelings of loneliness, sadness, and even confusion. Over time, this kind of isolation has been linked to declining memory, weakened immunity, and increased risk of depression. And the most surprising part? You might not even realize it's happening. You might say, "I'm fine, I'm used to be on my own," but deep down your heart and your brain are craving meaningful connection. Now, this doesn't mean you have to go out and join a club or host big dinner parties. Sometimes, all it takes is a regular phone call with a friend, saying hello to neighbors during a walk, or even joining a small local group, maybe a walking group, a gardening circle, or a class at the library. What matters is keeping your spirit engaged, because when we connect with others, we're reminded that we still have stories to share, laughter to enjoy, and wisdom to give. And that feeling of being seen, heard, and valued can light you up from the inside out. That brings us to another routine we don't always think of: mental stimulation. If your days look pretty much the same, and your brain isn't being challenged or excited by something new, it can slowly start go a little quiet, not in a peaceful, meditative way, but in a foggy, forgetful, where did I put my glasses kind of way. Sound familiar? It's easy to think that keeping things predictable is safer or easier. You watch the same shows, read the same types of books, do the same crossword puzzle every morning. There's comfort in that, of course. But just like your muscles need movement to stay strong, your brain needs novelty. It needs to be stretched, surprised, and sparked. Try learning something new. Anything, a new recipe, a new song on the piano, a few phrases in a different language. Even try a new walking route or switching up your usual grocery store can make your brain perk up. These small changes wake up different parts of your mind and help you stay sharp, curious, and connected to the world. You don't have to become a scholar or master something big. Just give your brain the message that you're still growing, still exploring, still alive with possibility. And the beautiful thing is, when you open yourself up to new experiences, you often discover unexpected joy, moments that remind you that life still holds surprises, even now. Now, before we move forward, take a breath and just check in with yourself. How are you feeling so far? If something in this conversation is starting to ring a bell or stir a thought, that's a good thing. It means you're paying attention to yourself. And honestly, that's one of the most important steps to staying well after 60, listening in. You see, when we were younger, we were always taught to push through, to keep going, to stay busy, and to suck it up. But now's the time to soften, to tune in, to stop ignoring the quiet signs your body and mind are giving you. Because those signs aren't weaknesses, they're messages, signals, invitations to shift. And that leads us gently into the next part of this journey, where we'll explore one more sign, perhaps the most overlooked of all, that your routine might be doing more harm than good. Where we'll explore one more sign perhaps the most overlooked of all, that your routine might be doing more harm than good. Let's talk about emotional stagnation. It's a quiet one. It doesn't always show up like a headache or back pain. It's more of a numbness, a flatness, that feeling where days start blending into each other, where joy feels a little more out of reach, and a little spark that once made life feel rich. Well, it just isn't lighting up like it used to. It's easy to dismiss that feeling. You might tell yourself, I'm just getting older, or there's nothing exciting going on, that's all. But here's the truth. Our emotional health needs nourishment, especially as we age. And the danger comes when our routines become so predictable, so emotionally safe, that we stop doing things that bring us delight or meaning. It might be something as simple as not having creative outlet anymore. Maybe you used to paint or write or dance or tinker in the garage. Or maybe you've lost that sense of purpose you had when your days were full of raising a family, working a job, or taking care of others. And without realizing it, you've slipped into a routine that keeps your body moving, but leaves your heart standing still. Here's a gentle reminder. Your heart still needs play, still needs purpose, still needs beauty. No matter your age, you deserve to feel alive. Not just functional. Not just, okay, alive. Ask yourself, when was the last time you tried something simply because it made you smile? Or the last time you sat in the sun, listened to your favorite music, or told someone what truly matters to you? These aren't luxuries. They're necessities. Emotional health is a real, vital part of your overall well-being. And if your daily life isn't making space for small joys and deeper purpose, your health will reflect that over time. Even just 5 minutes a day spent doing something that stirs your soul can begin to shift your entire state of being. Maybe it's writing in a journal. Maybe it's taking a walk to admire the flowers in your neighborhood. Maybe it's calling someone just to say you miss them. These moments build on each other. They don't just change your mood. They change your energy, your outlook, your connection to life itself. And that really is what this entire conversation has been about. Not blame, not pressure, but awareness. Because when we're aware, we can choose. We can choose to gently adjust the patterns that no longer serve us. We can choose to create a new rhythm, one that fits the version of ourselves we are today, not who we were 20 years ago. Let's take a breath here and bring everything together. Maybe you recognize that your energy has been low, your sleep has been restless, or your meals just aren't leaving you feeling the way they used to. Maybe you felt lonely without even realizing it, or you've caught yourself going through the motions without much joy or spark. These aren't failures. They're signals. And that means you still have something so important, the power to respond. Because here's the beautiful truth. It is never too late to change your routine. It is never too late to feel better than you do right now. One small change, stretching in the morning, calling a friend, eating a more nourishing breakfast, learning a new skill, can open a door you didn't even know was closed. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to be perfect. Just begin. Just listen in. Because your body is still talking to you. Your heart is still dreaming. And your life right now is still full of possibility. So I'd love to hear from you. Has something in your routine been wearing you down without you noticing? Or have you recently made a small change that's made a big difference? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every one, and your story can inspire someone else who really needs it. And if you found this helpful, please give a video a like and subscribe for more conversations like this. We're building a community here, one that honors aging not as a decline, but as a deepening, a season of life that still holds richness, wisdom, and joy. You are not too old. You are not behind. You are not stuck. You are just in a moment of change, and change is where the magic lives. Here's to living your best life at any age. You've got this.